welcome to my first ever Hamilton YouTube vlog. So I started creating these because I thought, well, I love Hamilton and there are a lot of people out there that share that love for me. One of my friends called me crazy. I don't call it crazy, I call it normal. Next time your friend calls you crazy for loving Hamilton too much, you're being way too obsessed. Tell them that. So at my first vlog, I thought I would cover my top 10 favorite Hamilton songs.
I hope that you
Okay, as you saw, number 1 is Burn. Burn appears at the end of the musical after Eliza finds out that Hamilton had an affair with Miss Brian Reynolds. In this song, she burns all the letters that Hamilton wrote to her. And, you know, she's saying, I thought you were mine. Turned out that he wasn't. I love this song because Eliza's talking about how, you know, she doesn't need a man to be happy. She's her own woman. She can do whatever she wants. So, woo woo for Eliza. Okay, number 2 is Helpless. And yes, I realize that my first one is Bird and my second is Helpless. It's a little weird, but it's one I like. Helpless is in the beginning of the song, and that is when Eliza meets Hamilton, who she marries later on. In that exact same song, they get married very quickly. I do like this song because it is very different from Burn. She's talking about how she doesn't need a man, and then in Helpless, you know, she wants to be loved, and everyone at some point does like to be loved. I love to have that feeling. Sure, you guys like when you feel loved by someone. So sometimes it's just nice to know. And it is nice to have someone to lean on all the time. And that is why I love it so much. I love it, and I love to be loved. That is it. Okay, number 3 is Wait For It. Wait For It is also at the beginning of the song. It's a little bit after Helpless, and it is sung by Aaron Burr. Aaron Burr reveals that he has a woman who is married to a British officer, and Hamilton tells him to go get that woman, and Aaron Burr is like, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm gonna get what I want, but every now and then, you just gotta wait for it. Waiting is one of the best things that you can do. Waiting is just what you gotta do sometimes.
Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy, the Schuyler sisters. Angelica, Peggy, Eliza,
Okay, number 4 is Schuyler Sisters. You know, work, Angelica, work, Eliza. I can't sing, I can talk, which is pretty incredible knowing me. But I like this one in this one. It's near the beginning. It's like, I think, maybe the 4th song in it. I think so. It is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 4th song. And this is obviously sung by the Schuyler Sisters, Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy. And they are sneaking into the village to look at all the guys. They're also talking about how they're in the greatest city in the world, in New York. I love New York. I've been there once, but that was a very fun trip. I recommend it as a funny, fun vacation spot. But yeah, Schuyler Sisters, work it.
You've been off in Paris for so long. So what did I miss?
Okay, number 5 is What Did I Miss? Sung by Thomas Jefferson. This is the first song after intermission. It's not technically near the end of the musical, but it is the first song of part 2 of the show. And I love it. And I think the reason I love it is because Jefferson is more like this. And he is less like this. And that is why I love it so much. By the way, special appearance, that was my brother in 4th grade. He looks nothing like that now.
Here he comes.
Here comes the general.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here comes the general.
the moment you've been waiting for.
Here comes the general.
The pride of Mount Vernon.
Here comes the general.
George Washington.
Okay, number 6. Number 6 is Right Hand Man, and that is sung by George Washington. And that is near the beginning. It's a little bit before Helpless, actually. And the war has just begun, and he needs a right-hand man to help him lead, because the Revolutionary War is a really big war. I don't know if it's the biggest one we've ever had, but it is a big war. They are fighting for their freedom from England, and he needs a right-hand man. Spoiler alert, Hamilton gets it. Emperor wanted it.
No one else was in the room where it happened. The room where it happened. The room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened. The room where it happened. The room where it happened.
Okay, number 7 is The Room Where It Happened. I want to be in the room where it happened. The room where it happened. Like I said, I can't sing, but you will hear me sing, so bear with me through it. In this song, Hamilton, Jefferson, and Madison are debating what to do with the plans, and Burr wants to be in the room where the decisions are being made. You know, he wants to know what they're talking about. He wants in on this action, and he does find a way. He does find a way.
Who tells your story?
Okay, number 8. Number 8 is Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Your Story. That is the last song, and it is sung by everyone. Everyone is. There's Washington, Burr, Jefferson, Madison, soldiers, Elias, Angelica, everyone is in that number. And that is sung right after Hamilton gets shot. And they're deciding who lives, who dies, who tells our story, who's going to be there to tell our story. What we have no control who tells our story. So if you want to tell someone's story, tell it. And that is exactly what Eliza is doing. She tells Hamilton's story, she tells George Washington's story, she speaks up for herself and tells everyone's story.
Satisfied.
Okay, number 9. Number 9 is Satisfied, and that is right after Helpless in the beginning, and that is Sung by Angelica. Angelica reveals how she feels about Hamilton. She actually loves him, and she knows that he's never going to be satisfied married to Eliza, but you know, she wants to help her sister, so, you know, she keeps it secret, and she tells the story of that night, how it went for her.
I am not throwing away my shot.
Okay, last but not least, number 10. Number 10 is Nonstop. Nonstop is the song right before intermission, where Alexander's doing all this work that he has to do, and, you know, they're saying he's not going to stop. And then near the end, George Washington tells him that he needs help from him, and Eliza don't want him to go, but, you know, he has to go and help. And you know what? He is nonstop. He is not going to stop till it's perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love all of you, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell. I'll be posting videos every week. Comment below what you would like to see and maybe any questions that you have for me too. I hope to see you all next week.